Babies, you in the haunted house. And indeed it is true. We have completed the first complete set of Dead Worl TCG Demo Edition. And we are going to show it off today. We're going to go through every card, talk about some Dead World, non-hollows through the hollows, all 122 cards, including the 6 secret rares, 3 in the set, and 3 promo secret rares. And real quick, I want to give a shout out to Will Ross. You can check out Will Ross's Whatnot store for his amazing art cards done on MetaZoo cards. And he hooked up the haunted house with the best Pokemon trio in existence. Check out Will Ross on Whatnot. He's got an amazing and a very, very loaded Whatnot store. Check that out. You're going to love it. Very cool stuff. But as we move on, Dead World TCG coming to KickStarter. Very soon, coming to KickStarter this month. Mr. Haunt was lucky enough, through the help of some great people in the community, as they say, the community. We have completed the entire demo edition set, and we're going to show that off here. So once again, Dead World coming to KickStarter in March this month. Make sure you're following them on Instagram. Check out their site. Check everything out about gameplay. The gameplay is super cool. Going to be on TTS. Definitely really cool stuff. Make sure you're checking it out and following them on Instagram, as they will be coming to KickStarter very soon. Lots of giveaways happening. There's a giveaway happening right now. So make sure you get on there. Get in on that giveaway. So, as we're going through these cards here, you had the Dark Energy, the Light Energy, Steel, my personal favorite. The Wood. Very important to have the resource cards. You have your energy cards, your resource cards. Those are incredibly important in the gameplay. And the Fisherman. I'm a big fan of Fisherman. You'll see a hollow version of this card a little later on. Frank Burton. Now, Dead World is massive in its own created lore. So, definitely an important character within that lore. Definitely interested to see some things in the future with some of these characters. Fury Jr. Handyman Sam, a gorgeous card. And you'll see this name a lot. Anor Jafari. Fantastic artist. And really kind of put Demo Edition on his back with a lot of the art. As did a lot of other artists as well. And we're going to make sure we point them out as we go through these cards here. Stranger. Volunteer. And you'll notice their symbol here. So right now we've been going through all the humans in the set. We are on card 11. And currently we are going through the human faction. There are 6 factions: humans, monsters, machines, robots, heroes, vampires, and zombies. Those are your 6 factions. All right, let's get to the heroes. And you probably notice this lovely card here. That's Mr. Haunt's personal favorite character from Dead World, the Lizard King. We might be working on amassing a very interesting and large Lizard King collection as it goes on. But this particular Lizard King came from my good friend, the High Horsey, who has recently been announced as one of the artists on the Dead World Rising mini set, which will be a included blister pack. In the Kickstarter, you can add blister packs of Dead World Rising. It's a 30 card set. Definitely a really cool addition within the Kickstarter. And as I said, if you're on the Instagram, you're going to be seeing a lot of announcements and a lot of stuff coming up very soon in the coming week or two. So make sure you're paying very close attention. Make sure we check out the High Horsey on Whatnot. Definitely a fun stream. A lot of fun. The High Horsey Arcane Indigo, Poncho, all three of them doing awesome stuff on Whatnot. I know I think Seb is on Twitch, but definitely a lot of fun to see some amazing artists do some amazing stuff and just watch them work. Speaking of Seb, I believe he's taken the reins of Bubble Blade. If you're on the Instagram from Whatnot, we're going to leave that in. We're not going to edit that out because we don't edit. If you're on the Instagram from Dead World, you'll see some amazing art already being dropped from the likes of Poncho and Indigo, countless other artists, including Seb. Seb had an amazing art of this particular character, Bubble Blade. Very badass. You might not be able to appreciate. These are bubbles of blood. So she is a much more badass than she might let on. Goliath. Paladin. Different from the playtester art. We gave away a playtester of Paladin a few months ago for the New Year's Day giveaway stream. A lot of people love that card. Very awesome art as well from Francisco. You'll see this name a lot as well throughout Dead World Demo Edition. Sledgehammer, I do love this art. You'll see Sledgehammer again as a holo. Toxin. Definitely interested to see what they do with Toxin in the Kickstarter set. It's important to note, since I have not done so just yet, for those just getting introduced to Dead World, it is important to note all the art you see right here from Demo Edition will not be reused in the Kickstarter set. It'll be all different art, including additional cards as well. It's only 122 cards in Demo Edition, and I believe it's 200 and change in the Kickstarter set. So completely different art and additional characters and cards in the Kickstarter set. So definitely very exciting stuff. This is a personal favorite of mine. If you were going to reuse art, this is definitely an awesome and very spot on art. From the man, AJ. Awesome stuff. AJ has some awesome art throughout this. AJ and Ray of Sand definitely outdid themselves throughout Demo Edition here. Francisco, AJ, Anor, Ray of Sand, like super awesome stuff throughout this set. Dr. Roborts, obviously we're in the machine faction at the moment. The drones, I do personally love the drone cards. I love that art. I love the design of the drones. Gravedigger, I do believe Misfit is going to be in charge of the Gravedigger going into the Kickstarter. Definitely some awesome art. I do love the design of that character. Luizio art. You'll see a couple times in Demo Edition as well. Definitely some cool stuff. 2 of them. I left them in. Oh my goodness. So nice you gotta see it twice. Mechman. Speaking of seeing it twice, you're gonna see Mechman a couple of times in Demo Edition. Getting charged up there. Radar. Coming from Lane art. You also see them a bit throughout Demo Edition here. Robot Guard from Anor. And the Searcher Bot. Very cool. That rounds out the machine faction. And we're going to take a quick timeout. These cards in the background are Collecticon little business cards from Dead World. So just so you have an idea of Dead World here, a better idea. I'll let you read that here. Dead World is an indie RPG TCG being developed in Texas. Good old Texas. They have great pizza in Texas. Did you know that? They do, in fact, have amazing deep dish pizza in Texas. It is a well-known fact. Better than that stuff here in Philly. Featuring a talented team of artists, obviously. You're seeing that here from around the globe. They really are around the globe. Dead World did definitely made sure to get around and make sure he was getting all the best artists. An army of artists, an army of characters from 6 factions, as we said, the monsters, the robots, superheroes, and more. As you loot, build, hunt, and battle for remaining lands in a post-apocalyptic Earth. Card enclosed is one of the first printed and was used in several games. Oh, this came with the playtester. So there was a playtester that came along with it. I can show off the playtester here. In the initial playtesting phase, visit their website for more information about gameplay. The gameplay is definitely awesome. So RPG aspect of that, with the resources, and just, it's not all about battling. Obviously, that is a big part of it, but there is a lot more that goes into it. So definitely giving a different flavor to the gameplay. Definitely really cool. You can go on their website and check out the gameplay rules and the better details with that. And there'll be more coming out about that very soon. But the playtester that came with that, courtesy of Dead World, was playtester Voodoo. Initialed and numbered by Sean, the creator of Dead World. A little sidetrack there. All right, where were we? On to a personal favorite, the monsters. Baby Breath. Now there is the aspect of evolution in Dead World, whether or not it is just called evolution. But so Baby Breath would evolve into Bad Breath. And you will see Bad Breath in a little bit as one of the most popular full hollows. Definitely an awesome card is Bad Breath. Baby Breath deserves some love too. That'd be an awesome hollow. The Bridge Troll from Kelsey Justino. Very nice, gorgeous card. Kelsey going to be obviously heavily featured in the Kickstarter set. As well as Miss Mojo Seams. JoJo Seams with the feral dogs here. As Mr. Hunt puts the card to center. So you can actually see it and appreciate it. Definitely a cool card. A lot of art, like for me, a lot of the art, even just in the demo edition set here, just like you can immediately kind of like appreciate the characters and appreciate the art. The art, obviously, but the character design itself, you can kind of just immediately, the characters kind of resonate with you, and you can just kind of have an appreciation for the characters, and they're definitely really cool. Leeches. Very nice. There he is. My personal favorite. The Lizard King. The man of the hour. The entitled king of Dead World. Oh, you're gorgeous. Perfect in every way. Marshmouth. You'll see Papa Marshmouth a little later. Marshmaster. Spike. I definitely just love this card. This is just with the blue background. I do love this card. Personal favorite. Swamp Swarm. And second Swamp Swarm. Alluding to a little heroic character there. Might not really get to meet that character in demo edition. The Trader Troll. Not to be confused with Trader Joe's. Gorgeous art from Lane Art there. Watson. I believe, was it today, yesterday, that my boy P. Walker, Cardboard and Brews, featured for the Watson art. Going to also be in the Dead World Rising mini set as part of Kickstarter. Very cool. The very badass Werewolf. I do love this card as well. And the very talented Moondog is taking the reins of the werewolf, as well as a baby werewolf. Cub wolf. Werecub? Werecub. Woodchuck. I believe Johnny Daggers was featured with the woodchuck art going into Kickstarter. Definitely a lot of art just being dropped on the Instagram from Dead World. Definitely worth checking that out just to see all the amazing art from all the artists. All right. The vampires. Now we're in business here. In the vampire faction, Atticus. Daywalker. Gorgeous card from Louisio Art. Tiny. There he is. Ray of Sand showing up here. Gorgeous card. Absolutely awesome. We might see a tall version of Tiny a little later on. Nora coming in with a vampire. I love the green background on it. Fabulous hair. Another vampire. Shop's a Hot Topic. Lovely clothes. Vampire bat. Looks like it ate something a little spicy, perhaps. A little sleeping vampire bat. Not sleeping, its eyes are wide open, but you get the idea. On to the zombies. The zombie bull. Bouncing Billy. The trusty steer of a little zombie clown you might see later on. My boy Dizzy. The Cordy Ant. Gorgeous card, a favorite for sure from Lane Art. Absolutely gorgeous. Lane Art did an amazing job with this card. I think it's absolutely fabulous, and it would be a very badass holo. Like I said, none of the art is being reused in the Kickstarter set, but you can clearly see there is some just amazing art that part of me is like, oh, I kind of want to see it again. Maybe a little in a holo form or something. Definitely some awesome art. The Rotting Roller from Aaron Radley here. Very nice. The Voodoo from Honor. Zombie. Zombie again. I do love that art as well. Also Honor. I said you were going to be seeing that name a lot. All right. The Warhorse. War Elephant. Unicorn. Deer. All these very important cards into gameplay. When it comes to resources and item cards there. Fish. Corn. Don't be sleeping on the fish. Gotta collect the fish. Maybe use the fisherman. Red meat. Alarm clock. Fishing rod. Only the fishing rod. Med kit. The very interestingly designed steel shield. Wood shield. Football helmet. Galea helmet. Leather armor. I, for some reason, just love this card. The design of the armor, but then also the background. Like, it just pops to me. I don't know why, but it's just a very visually appealing card to me. Could just be me, but I like it. Baseball bat. Spear. Sword. Crossbow. The weapon of choice that I can't pronounce to save my life. The weapon of choice of the Lizard King. The Joyeuse. Is what Mr. Hunt says, pretending that's how you pronounce it. And the shotgun. All right. So close to the holos here. We have daytime. Naturally, you have nighttime. The blood moon. Desert. I think there's going to be a blood moon in a couple of days. I saw randomly. The fortified farm. Glory fields. Catapult. The decoy king. I just love that artwork. I think it's cool. From Francisco. Very cool. Power station. Teleporter. I know in some of our Dead World streams early on, a lot of people did love this art and thought it was very cool. And rightfully so. Definitely a very cool art. Very badass. A teleporter from Francisco. Very cool stuff. Wall. Basic land. And cemetery. I believe cemetery was the art used to introduce Pepper DeLuca to the artist team. Definitely a very talented artist. Very excited to see some stuff from Pepper. All right. And with that, Cemetery is card 91 out of 116, out of 122 with the 6 secret rares. So we have made it to the hollows. Let's get to it. All right, now we were talking about that Texas pizza. That deep dish pizza is very, very popular down there in Texas. It's supposed to be just delicious. Now, this is the only non-character full hollow in the set, is the deep dish pizza. Very important resource card. Deacon. Vampire Hunter Extraordinaire. I do love that art. From Anor. Badass card. Possibly also one you might be seeing from Misfit in the Kickstarter set, if I recall. A personal favorite. Love this art. Also from Anor. I told you could be seeing that name. The Fisherman. With a little Marsh Master or Marsh Mouth you pick. Right there. Very cool. I love that card, and the blue hollow definitely pops. An underappreciated card for sure. The Trooper, with the zombie attacking him there, and that is not the Trooper's face. That is the zombie's reflection in the Trooper's mask there. So I do love that card. I think it's very cool. Very slept on. Vespera. The Prophet. El Nino from Lane Art. Definitely very badass. Awesome colors. Awesome background. Very cool. The Black Knight. The Master Hunter. Was it Indigo? Indigo was shown off and introduced to the artist team with the Black Knight. Definitely a very awesome art from Indigo. Very talented artist. As are all the artists on the Dead World artist team. Shockwave from Ray of Sand. Very cool. Ray definitely does some great detail. Sledgehammer from Anor. Love the colors. Very important character in the lore of Dead World. And definitely going to be seeing a Sledgehammer a lot in Kickstarter. A hollow number 1 of McMahon from Lane Art. Definitely a gorgeous card. Little Karate Kid action. Between that and then just the ocean and the colors on this is just a gorgeous card. You can't hate on this card. Gorgeous. And then somehow finding a way to up the game on the McMahon. AJ this is a top favorite card for me. This is a gorgeous card. I love it. I think it's awesome. Absolutely fantastic. Francisco with a TM10. Definitely needs an upgrade. Looking a little rusty. I think TM18 should take care of it. Now TM18 I was able to secure from my good friend TCG Warrior. Much appreciated and a lot of love to TCG Warrior for that. Definitely, this was one of the last cards I needed to complete the set. So, a lot of love to TCG Warrior. You can check him out on Instagram as well as eBay. Very cool dude. And then Bad Breath was the last card to complete the first ever complete set of Dead World Demo Edition. And this was thanks to Hello Brooklyn, my good friend. You can check out Hello Brooklyn on Whatnot and YouTube and Instagram. Definitely a cool dude, and a lot of appreciation for the very last card to complete the set. Gorgeous. And also one of the hardest cards to pull. And we didn't even talk about that. Mr. Home is so focused on showing off all the art. All of these holos that you see, there are only 33 to 35, give or take, copies of each holo in Dead World Demo Edition set. And again, the art is not being reused in the Kickstarter set. So what you see is what you get. There's only 30 and change copies of each full holo. The 6 secret rares, well, the 3 in-set secret rares only have 25 copies. The other 3 that were promo secret rares, obviously more copies being promos, but the 3 in-set secret rares are only 25 copies. So there can only be so many complete sets of Dead World Demo Edition. And you're looking at the first one. From the Griffin Mother, Kelsey Jacino. Gorgeous card. I love this card. Very, very cool. Another favorite. You'll notice they're all my favorites. Another favorite, the Marshmaster. Gorgeous card from Ray of Sand. Ray outdid himself with this one with the dragonfly and the water. Definitely a gorgeous card. And as gorgeous as it is, somehow, I believe it was Pepper DeLuca, found an even more gorgeous art for Marshmaster. Definitely was awesome with Baby Marshmouth having a lovely summer in the swamp. Gorgeous art. This is gorgeous. Definitely a favorite. The Water Leaper from AJ. Another gorgeous card. Little swamp swarm there, gonna get a little snack. Definitely a popular one as well, the Water Leaper. And the Water Leaper, my good friend, the Dragon That Hordes, DPD, was able to hook me up with the Water Leaper. He's a good guy, that DPD. I don't care what anyone says. Definitely check out DPD on Whatnot. Check him out on YouTube, Instagram. Very cool dude. Great videos on YouTube. And just an all-around swell guy. The Daywalker. Have a little vampire brunch on the beach. Gorgeous card from Manor. The Dracokaze. Very cool card. I like that. I'd be interested to see what they can do with that character in Kickstarter. I think it's very, very cool design. I like it. The Gargoyle from Jet Yates. Also on the Dead World art staff. Art team, art squad, art army. You can pick one. Very cool card. Gorgeous, and I think there's going to be some very cool art with the Gargoyle as well going into Kickstarter. And then you got Tall Tiny. One of the last cards as well to complete this set. This came from Sal's Comics. Comic Book Sal. Excuse me, Sal's Comics. Comic Book Sal. Check him out on Instagram, YouTube, Whatnot. All those things. Sal is everywhere. Sal, definitely a good dude. Helped me out with the Tall Tiny. I was having a hard time. He said, I got you. Definitely check out Sal on eBay and Instagram. Then you got another very important character in the Dead World lore, Deadwood. And I do believe Seb is in charge of Deadwood going into Kickstarter set. We saw a lot of art on the Instagram of Dead World with Seb showing off Deadwood here. Very, very cool art. A little different from what you see here, but very cool stuff. And then a personal favorite. How gorgeous is this card? He is fabulous. Dizzy, the zombie circus clown, the barrel man at the rodeo from Ray of Sand. Ray outdid himself with this one. The detail on this is just fantastic. I love that card. Gorgeous. I say the same thing a lot. Another gorgeous card, personal favorite from AJ. AJ outdid himself with this one. Bones Leader. This is gorgeous. The colors on this, the detail, Mr. Haunt can tell you this is very anatomically accurate. Great stuff. The Zombear. I think a fourth of the Zombear population was born at the haunted house on our Dead World streams. From Jet Yates there. Getting a little honey from the beehive. Then we're on to the secret rares. Our last 6 cards to complete the set. Zombear was 116 out of 116. You got 117 out of 116 from Honor. Absolutely awesome card. The colors on this, the design, Captain Goldhold, and TCG and things help me out get hold of the Captain Goldhold. You can check out TCG and things on eBay, on Whatnot, on Instagram. Very cool dude. A lot of great stuff. Definitely check them out. They can hook you up with some cool things. And then I'd like to thank Mr. Haunt for this being one of the first cards he pulled. He's a great dude. You can check him out on YouTube and on Whatnot and on Instagram. All around, very cool dude. He's a little weird. I'm going to be honest. He won't mind me saying that. We talked about this ahead of time. But yeah, he pulled this. He pulled a couple of these. He's got some of the hot hands with King Nova. But very cool dude. Check out Mr. Haunt on YouTube, on Whatnot, on eBay, on Instagram. What a hunk. He's taken, though. So, TM18 from Ray of Sand. Love the detail on that. One of the promo secret rares. And TM18, I believe, Poncho was showing off the wonders of TM18 when Dead World announced him to the art staff, art team, the art squadron. It just has a ring to it. But definitely check out Instagram. If for no other reason, you got to see that badass art from Poncho for TM18. Very, very cool. The Phoenix, another promo secret rare from Jet Yates. Very, very cool. Important character in the lore. Got the Phoenix staff there. Very, very nice. And then everybody loves the Succubus. From Honor. From the Vampire faction. The Succubus. The last inset secret rare. 121 out of 116. And last but certainly not least, definitely a favorite character. Very important character in the lore of Dead World. All around gorgeous card. From Mojo Dojo. From JoJo Seams here. The Jesse Knox. Secret rare promo. 122 out of 116. Gorgeous card. And if you're not already following Dead World on Instagram, you need to get on there. You need to get in that giveaway because they are giving away a copy of this card. They are giving away a copy of the playtester of this card, which is a not before seen art. That is a different art from this. It is a really cool card. Only a handful of copies of that playtester, like maybe 5, maybe. Don't quote me, but like a couple copies, a handful. So if for no other reason, make sure you get in that giveaway. Definitely check out Dead World on Instagram. Make sure you get ready to support Dead World on KickStarter. It's an awesome TCG with a lot of awesome art, as you just saw. And that is all 122 cards of the demo edition set. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and listening to the dulcet tones of my monotone voice. Much love. We're ready for Dead World, coming soon this month. Stay spooky, babies. Smooches, love you. Stay out of trouble. Support Dead World. We're coming.